Hey guys, Gamer06 here, I'm back with another video. Again, this is Tsunade, as you could see from the thumbnail / the title. And this is a slightly different type of drawing than the stuff I'm used to doing. So most of the time, I do upper body drawings or full bodies or somewhere in between. Essentially, I don't necessarily cut off like the body at a certain point. I'm more so just, in theory, it more so just extends down the page. In this one, this is a complete bust shot, so it's just from the head to the upper chest, in this case. And I'm experimenting a little bit with this drawing. This is a little different from the type of stuff I usually put on the channel, but I hope you guys like it nonetheless. I have experimented with different things, and because I was experimenting a bunch, despite the fact that the background is minimal in comparison to what I usually do and how long it usually takes me to do a background, this did take almost 8 full hours in drawing time to finish. And on average, especially like the 1920 by 1080p 16:9 ratio drawings that I do. For example, the Obito Uchiha one, the multiple Naruto drawings I've done recently, like of the ones with Naruto Uzumaki, and then the multiple drawings of people from the series in general, the Haku one, the Rock Lee and Naruto. Most of the stuff I posted here since 2022 is 1920 by 1080. There's only a couple of things now that aren't this drawing, and then the one from the last video are the only two. Yeah, there are only two that aren't 1920 by 1080. And this type of drawing that you're seeing, I'm gonna let you guys know again. If you guys want to see these drawings before the video comes out, up to potentially a week before it comes out, since I make these videos weekly now, then all you guys have to do is go to my Discord. That is the only place I post the drawings the day I finish them. The day I'm doing this video is Sunday. This will be coming out on Friday, so if you were in my Discord, you would have seen this 5 days early. So just keep that in mind if you want to see these drawings as soon as possible. It's completely free. All you have to do is join the server, and there's a channel called KingBaller06 Art. I also have I have an entire category for my own work: art, animation, manga, etc. Lately, I've just been doing art. So yeah, that's a benefit. So back to the video. Let's see. How much have I really talked about Tsunade on this channel? I don't think I've talked in depth about her character. And just to let you guys know, still completely rewatching Naruto Shippuden. I finished episode 419 like an hour ago or so. So that means I have 81 more episodes to completely rewatch and take notes on. Nowadays it takes me roughly an hour plus to completely take notes on one full episode from start to finish. There were times where it took like 45 minutes. I tend to do 3 to 4 per day. On Sundays it's less because I take the time. I dedicate time to obviously watch One Piece, to watch Boruto, and last week I talked about Mushoku Tensei, but as of a couple weeks ago, the English dub finished. I've already explained that I prioritize dub over sub. The only time I just watch a bunch of sub is if the sub has a massive gap in comparison to the dub, and or the dub for said anime isn't releasing weekly episodes. So One Piece and Boruto, for example, are series in which, at least on the online sites that I watch anime on, they're not released weekly. They come out in packs of a certain number of episodes, like 14 or so, every few months. Hence why I watch Boruto and One Piece subbed, because they're weekly episodes, and I don't. And for the most part, I don't have to wait a long time. Plus, I can always rewatch the episode once it gets dubbed. I mean, that's part of the reason why I completely rewatched Naruto and Naruto Shippuden the second time, because right now I'm doing it for the third time. Because the first time I watched Naruto, I think I was 18 or so. The first time I watched it, the entirety of Shippuden wasn't dubbed, so I can only watch up to 416. So the last 84 episodes, I had to watch the sub version. The sub version wasn't bad, but in comparison to the dub, I thought the dub just provided a lot more emotion for me. That's obviously debatable. There are some people who prefer sub, just like there are some people who prefer manga over anime. I believe anime is always massively superior, and given that One Piece is the greatest fictional work in existence, and that fact remains with One Piece, that means it applies to all anime. And some people say that I've talked about the discussion of filler. Unless an episode is clearly a spin-off from the main story of the episodes of the anime, it's not filler. Just because it's on a manga doesn't mean it's not filler, because the manga isn't some kind of official script for the anime. The anime is its own story. I actually was discussing this in a Discord server, and someone made the point that as soon as a story is transferred into a different medium or audio, different visual audio medium, it's a completely different thing, and I would completely agree. I mean, in general, an anime versus a manga, an anime has so much more that a manga simply can't, since a manga is just pages of, well, for the most part, ink, either digital or otherwise, while anime, well, anime has that, but it's also animation, it has voice acting, there are different types of animation within. There's effects, there's animation of emotion, there's the voice acting, there's the music. There's so many levels to it, and there's so many different things that can be conveyed in such a format that a manga simply can't do. And just to be clear, I'm not speaking from a third perspective of someone who's never read a manga. I read the majority of, basically the entirety of season 4 of My Hero Academia from, from the beginning of season 4, when Midoriya goes for the internship, all the way up to when Midoriya shows up for the school dance, or the festival. I read the first 195 chapters of Dragon Ball, which is basically the story before Dragon Ball Z, because at the time I didn't want to watch the anime because I knew it would take longer, because I can watch 3 episodes of an anime in an hour, but I knew I can read 20 chapters of Dragon Ball in the same amount of time. So, since I just wanted to briefly know what the story was before Dragon Ball Z, since I watched Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super without actually seeing the Dragon Ball story, and I'd say that with Dragon Ball, it's one of those stories where you can understand it without seeing Dragon Ball. And I think I was in a server once when I first started digital art in in 2019, where someone tried to make the same argument with Naruto. I would say no. First of all, chakra does get explained later on in the series. It gets reviewed at least once in the series. There's this one scene where Guy and Tenten are climbing, and Guy says that, Guy reminds Tenten that chakra is a mixture of physical and mental energy. And I just realized throughout this entire video, I haven't even been talking about Tsunade, and I went on a tangent. It's almost 10 minutes, so I'm just going to end it here, and I will talk to you guys in the next one.